Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? We are starting off with our second lesson, that is grammar, and I have planned my lesson in accordance with all these four topics that we have to cover in this lesson. And these topics are first one is idiom, second is subject, verb, object, third is complement, and fourth is subject and predicate. So before starting our lesson, we have certain objectives, as you know. Setting specific objectives is quite significant because these are our aims we seek to achieve. Okay, so first objective is recall. Students will be able to recall these grammatical terms. Number one, idiom, subject, verb, object, then complement, and subject and predicate. You have to recall. Why? Because you already have prior knowledge, and you must have read about them, heard about them, so you should have some knowledge about it. We will recall that, and then we will further by relating through examples we will be able to define it further, right? Second objective is relate and identify the concept through various examples, and the last one is attempt the assignment worksheet. Let's go to our first topic. First topic is idioms. We already have discussed it. In my first lecture, I told you about idioms. You would have done that, underlined them. By now, you must have an idea about idioms. Here we have lightning fast and head in the clouds. Lightning fast. You must have heard me saying this thing in class. Come on, you have to come up with a lightning fast explanation. So here it is today. It means that you have to be very, very fast and quick, okay? And the other one is head in the clouds. These are just for your understanding. Next is explanation or definition of an idiom. An idiom is an expression that has a figurative meaning or a hidden meaning which is different from the apparent or literal definition. You already know that it has two different meanings. Apparent meaning is different. We don't go for it. We just go for the hidden meaning, that is figurative meaning behind it, or metaphorical description, right? For example, the cat is out of the bag. You can see here the girl is she looks very worried, and the cat is jumping out of the bag. So what do you think? What does this mean? Sorry, I just go back. So what do you think? What should be the explanation of cat out of the bag? Yes, it has to be like to reveal facts previously hidden, anything which was hidden or secret and now it is revealed. And for instance, if I say I was trying to keep the party a secret, but my younger brother let the cat out of the bag. Like my younger brother, he has told everyone about the party, which was my secret. Next is few examples are again here. Idiom is a piece of cake, meaning is an easy task. Sentence, don't worry, driving out to your house is a piece of cake. This is reinforcement of your previous lesson, if you remember. Second idiom is strew all over the place, meaning is to scatter or spread in haphazard manner. Sentence could be animals got into our garbage cans and strewed garbage all over our front yard. These are again few examples for you. These are state of mind idioms. You can use them in your daily conversation. It can enhance your speaking skills. For example, we have fly off the handle, to become suddenly enraged, to be very, very angry, okay? Draw a blank, be unable to remember something. Blow one stack, on the ball, then on the fence, undecided between two choices. On the fence, what can we make a sentence out of it? When you are confronted with choices and you have to decide one for you, then this term can be used. For example, he tends to sit on the fence during the dispute between his friends because he's unable to decide. So next slide is sweet idioms. A piece of cake, very easy. Easy as pie, very easy. These are the meanings. You can use them in place of these words. Instead of using very easy, you can use easy as pie. Giving candy to a baby, very easy, especially when you do something wrong. Fruitcake, really strange and crazy, a kind of serious word, okay? Then going bananas, becoming crazy, especially with too much to do. Nut and nutty and sugar and spice, very sweet, nice or kind, feminine, used for the girls. So this is for the girls, especially use it, sugar and spice. You can use this word. Um, Sorry, here this is our second topic: subject, verb, object. This is a simple sentence structure or a sentence composition. You can break one simple sentence into these three segments: subject, verb, and object. Here we are. Subject, what is the subject of the sentence? Subject of the sentence performs an action. This is the simplest definition we can have. Verb, verb of a sentence is an action word. Okay. Object, what is object? Object of a sentence receives an action. This is the very simplest form of explaining all these things. And there is a note: sometimes a sentence does not need an object. Still, it becomes a complete sentence without having an object. We have an example here. Sarah is eating an apple. Sarah is subject. Where the action, what is the action word? What is the action being performed? That is eating. She is eating something. This is action and this is a verb. And object is which receives an action. And who is receiving the action? Sarah is receiving the action? No, Sarah is doing an action. So Sarah is a subject. And action is eating. And an apple. An apple is receiving an action. So this is the object. Sometimes a sentence does not need an object. Look at the example 3 below. 1, 2, 3. For example, Nida is coming. So it's a complete sentence. It does not need any object here. And rest of the sentences, Eliza sleeps in a bed. Okay. So here Eliza is subject. Sleeps is an action word, so it's a verb. And she's sleeping where? In a bed. So bed is the object here. The cat sits under the tree. So the cat is subject. She sits. The sitting is verb. Under the tree. Tree is your object here. Tim is eating strawberries. Similarly, Tim is subject. What is he doing? Eating. Eating is verb. And the action is being performed on strawberries. So strawberries is will be object. This is again composition: subject, verb, and then object. Subject, person doing the thing. Verb, thing done, performance. Okay. And next is thing that has something done to it. Object, receiving an action. So we can say subject is an actor, verb is an action, and object is thing acted on. An example could be Jenny loves painting. Okay, Jenny is subject, loves is verb, and painting is object. Okay, our next topic is complement. This complement has a different spelling from the other complement. So it is a different topic. The other complement is with different spelling: C-O-M-P-L-I-M-E-N-T, complement, that is giving compliment to somebody. For example, his father complimented his football skills, but this compliment is entirely different. Here we are. Complement. The verb to be is not followed by an object, it is followed by a complement. The complement can be an adjective or a noun. So here we have to understand this concept that first we have to know what are to be verbs. To be verbs are is, was, were, few more that I have a slide for you. We will discuss it when we reach there. So there are kind of sentences which in which there is no verb and they are followed by a complement instead of a verb. The complement can be an adjective or a noun. You have to be careful. While finding it out, it has to be in your mind whether it's an adjective or a noun, and it will be in the place of uh, object. Okay. For example, subject to be verb and then complement. Mrs. Sabiha was disappointed. Okay, we have a subject here, Mrs. Sabiha. We have a verb here. This is can also be used as helping verb or auxiliary verbs. As, am, are, was. These all are called helping verbs as well. And now the other word disappointed is, this is an adjective, of course. So this is not the object here. It's a complement. Again, she is Khatija's mother. Khatija's mother, this is a compliment again. The verse was beautiful. Beautiful is again an adjective. Khatija's mother is a noun, so you have to be careful about it. These are complements and not not objects. A complement describes or modifies the subject of the sentence. Yes, this is also very important. You have to keep this in your mind because this complement has direct effect on the subject. Okay, for example, the story is exciting. Now the story is your subject, is your verb here, though it's a helping verb, but still you will consider it your verb. And exciting is not an object but a complement. Okay, and this exciting has a clear effect on the story. It is modifying the story. What is exciting? Story is exciting. Okay, it is giving it has a direct relationship with the subject of the sentence. Secondly, he is my boss. He is subject, is again verb. My boss. Boss is noun and it is a complement, yes. And he is my boss. Whose boss is this? It is directly connected with him, okay? So it is modifying the subject. In these examples, exciting and boss are describing the subjects respectively. Subjects are the story and he, and exciting and boss are complements. These are to be verbs I was telling you earlier. Am, are, is, these are present tenses. Are, the cities are, you are, we are. To be past tenses. Was and were for plural and was for singular. I was, we were. That is just for your reinforcement. And for present imperfect, have been, has been, we have been, you have been. So all these verbs are called to be verbs. Next topic is subject and predicate. There is a subject in a sentence, and the simplest definition is rest of the sentence is your predicate. If you separate subject from rest of the sentence, it will be the predicate. Okay, here it is. Subject is I want a new car. You have separated subject from the sentence. I is your subject, you have separated it, and rest of the sentence is your predicate. And predicate mostly starts with a verb. Want is verb here. Okay, or it can also start with sorry, it can also start with an adverb sometimes, or mostly verb, then helping verb or adverb. Okay, let's start it from here. A complete sentence is made up of subject and predicate. Subject, who or what the sentence is about. It can be a noun, pronoun, or proper noun. And predicate, what the subject does or is, right? Predicate begins with a verb helping verb or an adverb, we can say other than the subject, the remaining sentence is a predicate. How will you divide it? A sentence can be divided into two parts. One is subject and the other is predicate. Predicate starts with the verb, I told you, and subject can be noun or pronoun. The subject is the who or what the sentence is about. The predicate tells what the subject does. For example, the big green frog jumped across the log. Your subject is the big green frog. Till here, this is your subject, and jumped across the log is your predicate, and it starts with the verb here, jumped. Okay, this all portion is your predicate. My sweet grandmother wore a blue dress. My sweet grandmother, this is your subject, and if you separate it from the rest of the sentence, remaining sentences wore a blue dress. So this wore is again a verb, wore a blue dress, this is your predicate. The old shack blew over in the wind. So blew over in the wind is your predicate here. Here we have few more examples. See, in this picture you can see this is subject and this is predicate. The engine is taking the predicate along. The engine is subject. The boy played his guitar. The boy is subject here, played his guitar. This is predicate, played is verb. Angela happily eats her vegetables. Angela is your subject. Happily eats her vegetables. What is happily? Happily is what? I have told you. Other than verb, it would be, yes, an adverb. Yes, this is an adverb. The brown dog will go to the park in the evening. Will go. Will is verb. We will consider it a verb. It's a helping verb, auxiliary verb, but still it's a verb. In these examples, the boy, Angela, and the brown dog are subjects. Played his guitar, happily eats her vegetables, will go to the park in the evening. These are predicates. Played, happily, and will are verb, adverb, and helping verb. We have discussed it already. Now, recap of the lesson. By the end of the lesson, we are able to recognize and identify all the grammar topics learned. Yes, we have done that. Second is associate and relate them accurately with the help of different examples. Yes, we have done this also. And third is attempt the assigned worksheet. And now once you will go to the next folder where their assignment is, where all the assignments are given, you will be doing that, and I hope you will do it easily. Thank you so much.